I'm here with Ian of
InstantAction.com.
All right, what are you guys here presenting today?
So what we're presenting today is we're presenting the Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition running in our new technology, which is to say that it is running in a browser and it's running in Facebook. The great thing about Instant Action is we really allow any game to run in a browser. In the past, we've showed off our games, some of the games that we've published running in a browser, full 3D games. At GDC last week, we were showing off Assassin's Creed 1 running in a browser, and of course, we've got this classic running in a browser. So it really is any game will run in a browser. So the really cool thing that we're up to today is that LucasArts, we partnered with LucasArts. We announced our partnership next week that we're going to be distributing Secret of Monkey Island Special Edition. And we said, okay, great, so let's do this thing. How would you guys feel about putting your game into Facebook? They're like, well, that's really cool, but we don't have a Facebook version of Secret of Monkey Island. We don't really want to make a Facebook version. We said that's okay because we don't want you to make a Facebook version either. We want you to make your full version work in Facebook. And the really great thing is that with Instant Action, obviously, you can do that. So let me just kind of kick this off and let me show you.
Sure, absolutely.
Yeah. So, the first thing that's great about Instant Action is you're going to be able to get your games really, really quickly. And the way that you do that is we cut the game into little intelligent chunks. So we figure out what you need to start playing when you start playing, and we deliver that first. And once that's downloaded, we put you in the game while the rest downloads in the background.
Okay.
So Secret of Monkey Island, a 2 GB game, roughly a 2 GB game. You're looking at about a 20 to 25 minute download with other services. With us, you're talking about getting the game within 2 to 5 minutes.
Wow.
And that's from scratch.
And that's for a 20 gig game.
That's for a 2 gig game.
2 gig game.
But even when we showed off Assassin's Creed, I tried it at home, and this is anecdotal, but I mean it speaks for itself, which is that 4 to 5 hour download at home. I have about a 3.5 megabit connection, and then at GDC we're on the showroom floor, and because I downloaded it through, I think I downloaded it through Steam or something similar. On the showroom floor we used our technology. I downloaded Assassin's Creed in 20 to 25 minutes.
Wow.
So it really is all just about getting what you need to play, putting you in, and getting the rest downloaded in the background. So as you can see, we've got the game running, and we'll get past the intro screen here. We'll fire up the credits. The other thing that's great, like I said, is it is the full version of the game. This isn't a version of the game, so we can go full screen and unpause it. So it's running full screen now. We'll skip the credits while I'm talking so that you can see the actual game running.
Sure.
And then the other thing that's great, too, is that we keep your save progress up in the cloud. We keep it stored server-side. So no matter where you go, you can pick up and play from wherever you left off. And because we've cut the game into these intelligent chunks, even if you're halfway through the game when you pick up on another computer, we're going to deliver that chunk and still have you in the game within 3 to 5 minutes.
Now, that cloud saving, is that based on a Facebook account, a separate account you make just through Instant Action?
That's based on an Instant Action account.
Okay.
Absolutely. Which is a free service, by the way. Instant Action is a completely free service to use. What we're doing is Lucas is deciding that they just want to sell Secret of Monkey Island like normal. We're still working on pricing. The $9.99 price is just placeholder. It's probably about where it's going to come in, but I mean we haven't made the decision yet. But it's all about letting publishers and developers decide what they want to do, and just letting us facilitate that and get games to gamers as quickly as possible. So again, this is the full version of the game. We can go into old-fashioned mode, just like you can if you bought it retail, which is fantastic.
My goodness.
Even though it's running in Facebook. So if you have an Xbox controller, you can hook that up. If you want to go into old-fashioned mode, which is one of the function keys, that works. You can remap the keys. If you're running a game where you can adjust the resolution or the graphics settings, that's completely doable too.
Wow.
So it's pretty fun. Now the really cool thing that we're really excited about showing off here is, you might want to just hop over here with me for a second.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay. So what we're going to do is, so let's say that you're not you want to share this with your friends. Now, traditionally, the way you've been sharing games with friends is you say, okay, here's a link to the game, or here's a link to the game video. But if it's not exactly the same experience, and we know that there's things out there like YouTube and things like Grooveshark and other sites that let you share movies and music. And so we thought, why can't you share games like that?
Fair enough.
So what we did is we have this little guy down here, this little widget, and you click on him, and you pick the size you want, just like a YouTube video. And you copy the code, just like a YouTube video. And I'm going to go to this Tumblr blog. I set this up yesterday. This is not a special Tumblr blog. It's not anything different. This is just whatever you would sign up for if you were a normal user. And this was for the last guy. I'll delete that. So so I'll keep me honest. I'll start from scratch. And I'm just going to go into the HTML for the post. I'm going to put the embed code in there. And now we're going to have a fully playable, fully discoverable, fully purchasable version of the Secret of Monkey Island embedded in a blog.
Wow.
So now what we're enabling is users can find and embed their favorite games into places like blogs, forums. We're thinking that this is going to be something that's really great for for you guys doing game reporting, game reviews, things like that, where you can take a game, and when you give your review or when you talk about a game, you can do the Reading Rainbow thing. Don't take my word for it. Boom, play it right here.
That's the best reference we're going to get all day.
Yeah. I love it, right?
Oh,
so,
nice.
So what we're enabling is just anywhere you go, anywhere you want to go on the internet, anywhere you want to hang out with your friends, you can always play. So we know it's going to be great for journalists. We're also really excited because we know it's going to be great for independent developers. If you're an independent developer, one of the hardest things is keeping in contact with your community and keeping in contact with the people that play your game. Because when they find your game, they're like, okay, here's a screenshot, here's a video. Now you buy the game and you're off the site forever. Or you have to go buy it on another site, and then you're part of that community. With this, you can build your own community because you can be selling and playing your game and getting feedback on your site. And we know that's going to be great for gaming communities too, because let's say you have a forum where you like to talk about old games. Hey, who remembers The Secret of Monkey Island? Oh, I do. Okay, let's go play it. Well, I'll go get it on Steam. Well, I've got it on my Xbox. Oh, well, I got it over on Well, with this, you can just put it in there, and it's like we all got it at the same place. We're all playing in the same location. So you can start building communities around games instead of having game communities where you play. So we're really excited too because we think it's going to open up gaming to a whole other group of people. So people that don't have access to a game client, that don't typically play games, that don't want to wait around, now they can play games really quickly and discover them.
It makes sense. Is Monkey Island the first title that you've actually done this full integration on?
Yes, it is. We announced our partnership with Lucas last week at GDC. We're hoping to have this out in the wild in about 2 to 3 weeks. We're still going on it.
Wow.
But the thing that's great about the instant action technology is that it really doesn't take that long. If you have a pre-existing game, integrating with our technology, I think with Monkey Island it took about a week, 2 weeks, so it really doesn't take that long. If you start developing a game with us in mind, it'll just kind of be part of the natural process. It won't even take that long.
Have you guys started to get a lot of traffic on people who are interested in using this technology in the future?
Absolutely. I think we've been in contact with, I'm going to say, all the major publishers, a lot of developers. I mean, it's obviously really exciting stuff.
Yeah, absolutely.
And there's a lot of talk about how our game's going to be distributed in the future, and a lot of people are, we think OnLive is a really interesting thing. We're really looking at that, but we think that there's also room somewhere in the middle where you don't have to do everything server-side. There's some things that you can do still on people's computers. There's something to be said for wanting to play offline. So in the future, we're hoping to offer an offline mode for all these games too.
That was going to be my next question. So you got me on that one.
Yeah.
All right, well, is there anything else you want to add?
No, I mean, 2 to 3 weeks, please check us out, InstantAction.com. We're going to be playable in Facebook, but then hopefully the game's going to spread like wildfire. So it may be,
Island. I'm sure it will.
It may be that you won't be able to go anywhere without seeing us, but we're very excited, and if you have any questions, there's a place where you can ask on our website. Again, that's InstantAction.com, and we'd love to see you there.
All right, thank you. This has been Eric Musco for the No News.